Welcome to BRG Talks. I'm your host, Black Ram Gaming, also known as Elijah Kenny in my offline persona, and I am here to talk about gaming. That is the point of this podcast. We I would love to take it in a direction where I can interview guests and just talk to some viewers, some listeners, some followers about their opinions on what's going on in the gaming world. But at this point, right now, it's just me. This is our very first podcast, so if it's a little shaky, I apologize. I am still working on my radio voice or my podcast voice. Either way, uh, it will be available as a miniseries on my YouTube, and if I can swing it, I will make the audio, just the audio clip, available to download so that you guys can listen to the podcasts while you're doing other stuff. The podcasts will be on Thursdays at 2 p.m. I may or may not go live on Facebook and Twitch depending on the kind of responses I get from the YouTube video posting. But yeah, so that's kind of my goal. I want to create a community where people can just talk about what's going on in gaming. I know it's often hard to communicate that in game. You know, you're kind of in the heat of the moment, and whatever happens, and you move on. So, I would love for this to be kind of a place for any gaming related news. I would say. Stuff coming out, new releases, new equipment releases, uh, advice on PC builds, advice on gaming, uh, pretty much anything that revolves around gaming. I want to talk about it. I want to break it down and see what we can come up with together. So yeah, that's the goal for this, and I'm really excited. I think it's gonna go well. I am a streamer on Facebook and Twitch currently. I go by Black Ram Gaming, as I said. I am so passionate about the gaming community. It's really hard to express, but it's like a family, and that's really hard to beat in a gaming community. Obviously, you have your times where people are toxic and they talk shit, but what family doesn't have that issue, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's just such an awesome community. You have billions and billions of dollars in the industry, and it's growing every day. It's one of the biggest booming industries that we have currently, and yeah, I just think it's awesome. It's a great way to relieve stress, and it's also a great way to meet a lot of cool people online. There's also a lot of crazy people, but that always happens. That's part of life. Yeah, but I mean, the gaming community as a whole is just so awesome. Support for one another. You have streamers who raid other streamers. I think that's one of the coolest things ever. You take not even a really popular streamer. It doesn't have to be a popular streamer. It doesn't have to be Shroud, but you have somebody with 100 viewers and they go raid somebody with 2-3 viewers. I think that's the coolest thing ever. And just to build each other up and grow as a community, I think it's rare, and I appreciate that there's still a community that is still open arms, always welcome, new people joining all the time. It's such a growing community, but it's a great community. So, without further ado, I kind of did all the intro stuff. We'll get right into some new gaming news, some stuff coming out, some bitches, some rants. Yeah, so coming out today, if any of you are interested, there's a bunch of releases, but I'll hit a few. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the video game, the complete edition, comes out today. PlayStation, Xbox, PC, all of the consoles, the Switch. Hitman 3 releasing next Thursday. I am really excited about that. I've loved the Hitman series since the start. That's one of the ones I've been there, Hitman, Fallout, and The Witcher, I would say, are the only game series that I have been a fan of and pretty much played since day one. So really looking forward to this Hitman Thursday. It looks great. I'm super excited with where they're taking it. It's gonna be great. And then also coming out, well, I'm sorry, next Friday actually coming out is Ride 4 on all the consoles as well, if that's something you're interested in. Moving right along, we got some news. Ubisoft is taking over Star Wars? ? So Disney, I guess, doesn't have all of the privileges to the Star Wars massive series anymore. So I guess Ubisoft is developing a Star Wars. That is the rumors right now. We will see if they are true. And moving right along, Todd Howard, the man has got a lot on his plate right now. He is the producer / executive producer of Elder Scrolls 6. He's also working on the Fallout TV show that's going to be the Fallout series TV show that's going to be airing on Amazon, which, going back to the Fallout thing, I'm super excited about that. That's going to be great. I have liked a lot of Amazon shows. Loved Jack Ryan, the Jack Ryan show. So I think it's going to be great. Fallout TV series is going to be epic. And then, so now he is working as well on the Indiana Jones game, which is being produced by Wolfenstein Studio Machine Games. So, another one to look out for if you're an Indiana Jones fan. I think it's going to be great. And then I also saw a rumor about a Ghost Recon Breakpoint and Rainbow Six Siege crossover coming later this month. Which, if you're into either of those games, they're both great games. That sounds like it could be a fun crossover. Playing Ash and Breakpoint, be awesome. That'd be awesome. But we'll wait and hear more information on that. And now, I get to the point in the podcast. I feel like this one's going to be a little short until I get the structure down a little bit better. But as soon as I get my footing, we'll make them longer and longer, get some guests. But for today, it'll be somewhat short. And then now, I get to start my biggest bitch and rant, which is at specifically the directors and developers for Treyarch and the latest Call of Duty Zombies game. I've been a Zombies fan since day one. Literally day one, Nocturne and Toten. I've played every single Zombies map. I've spent countless hundreds of dollars on all of the DLCs, every single game that Zombies was in, the Zombies Chronicles, everything. I feel slapped in the face by the release of Black Ops Cold War. First of all, as a Zombies fan, this is the very first time we have ever had only one map to play at launch. Okay? Now, they did a lot of stuff to this map. I'll give them that. They changed Zombies a lot. But to give us one map over the course of 3 months is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. And to top that off, for those of us who spent $90+ on buying the game before it came out as a pre-release, for either multiplayer Zombies or campaign, whichever you were trying to buy it for, it went on sale not 2 weeks after it was released for 40% off. So that's already a big fuck you to every single fan who purchased it for the higher amount pre-ordered. Now, I get they're trying to bring in new customers and bring in new money, but you just don't do that to the people who spent $90 on the game 2 weeks before at release. That's not okay. Second, the DLC that they tried to pass off for Season 1 content for Zombies fans was absolutely ridiculous. They gave us the same map, the same guns. The only thing that they changed was they lowered the equipment drop rate and replaced it with snowballs, which aren't lethal past round 10. Oh, and they added some other holiday decorations in there. And to top that all off, there is absolutely no reason why, with the little amount of DLC content they gave us for Zombies in Season 1, there's no excuse for not even having that DLC, that LTM, count for rounds played, or critical kills, or anything towards the leaderboard scores whatsoever. I think it was a disgrace, and I think that it shouldn't be accepted by the Zombies community. And now, as of 115 Day, the release that is supposed to drop at 11 p.m. tonight, Zombies is going free to play. So I am pissed. Okay? I'll just be clear. I am pissed. Not 2 months ago, I spent $90 on this game, and I have been a lifelong fan of Zombies. Now, 2 months later, Zombies is free to play. The multiplayer has been free to play on numerous occasions. And so my thoughts are like, now, why the fuck did I spend $90 on this product if it was just going to go to free to play 2 months later? Now, at this point, the Zombies is only free to play for a week. But there are rumors that it could go free to play just in general, which would mean to me I've spent countless hundreds of dollars on this franchise, and now it's free to play. I feel a little ripped off. I feel like I got gypped of content for Season 1 because there was absolutely nothing that they changed. They copy-pasted and threw in some fucking Santa hats, and that was it. So, this content release tonight, it's going to make or break whether I ever spend money on a Call of Duty again. I will say that. And now I'm saying this because the devs are making a big deal about 115 Day. I get it. It's, a good little business technique. It's a great play. But if you give me shit content after you've been hyping it up, and I've already waited almost 3 months for new content on Zombies, and I'm telling you what, if they don't deliver tonight with this content coming out, it's I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to spend any more money on Call of Duty. Any franchise, Activision, Treyarch, I'm done. I'm absolutely done. Warzone, when it released, and to this day, at some points, is absolutely terribly developed. It is often more buggy than Cyberpunk is, and Cyberpunk is facing a class action lawsuit. Call of Duty has made billions and billions of dollars off of these games that they no longer give a fuck about developing and making sure that they're good quality content because they got their money, and that's all they give a fuck about. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This has been the very first episode of BRG Talks. They will be live every Thursday at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you tune in if you want to hear some more content. Like I said, we will definitely be trying to get some guests on here as well. get some new content for you guys, keep the conversation fresh. And if you guys would like to see any content or have something that you would like to bitch and groan about, let me know. We'll get you on the show. All right. Thanks, guys. See you next time.